Well, hello everyone. As I'm sure you've seen, I have spread out my content into more varied varieties, and certainly spreading out to new games was inevitable. But let me know if you're not interested in the whole liberty, going my own way stuff. I know that's a totally different topic, and I don't have a big enough channel to justify splitting it into two. So I don't even get enough attention for the content I make on the one channel. But yeah, certainly feel free to let me know. It is something I've considered. If I get around to the point where it's feasible, I will consider it wholeheartedly. Because it's just, I don't want to force that kind of stuff down your guys' throats if you're here for the gaming stuff. I totally understand. But in terms of why I haven't been making Kenshi content lately, at least not the refined professional stuff that you've come to expect, is, well, I'm just honestly getting sick of the early access bugs. Stupid things like characters not doing what they're told, the pathfinding, especially when it starts spiraling out of control. For instance, in my most recent playthrough, a guy wasn't making bread for whatever reason. And then, yeah, it's like, okay, so I guess I have to go manually buy food, spending the money that I've earned, manually move those items into different inventories so that everyone can eat. And then I have to go manually sell more copper to make back the money. It's like, why am I micromanaging all this? It's supposed to be automated. And I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me just sit there and micromanage everything. Maybe people are into that. But I want to be pushing forward and doing new things in my characters, not just, oh, here's another episode of click and click and click. It's like, okay, well, what have I actually accomplished? So that's on my mind. Being an early access title, it also has to deal with the spontaneous changing of things. For instance, one of the videos I was working on was about range damage, and just about a week ago, stun percent on armor for the cut stun conversion now applies to pierce damage, which means all range damage. So if I had finished that video already, it would have been completely moot. It would have been wrong within a week of me putting it out. Also, work. I've been on 6 different schedules on the last 8 days, including being on different shifts on consecutive days, which is, God, that's terrible. I guess the energy of youth is finally starting to fail me because that never used to be a problem. It'd be like, oh, sleep 2 hours and go back and do a stupid amount of overtime the next day. It's like, yeah, whatever. Great money, I'll take it, but oof, man, it's just mostly because of the holidays, of course. Bunch of people off, gotta cover, get the most important things done. Basically, I just don't have the energy or even the time to make content right now. At least nothing at the quality that you've come to expect from me. As disappointing as it is to say. But rest assured, after some time to recover, I will get back into it. I've been keeping track of my ideas, and one way or another, you will get your content. So where we go from here, the only thing I'm really excited about is the new Absolver update. Well, yes, it was actually a subpar game, but it was a great system. I'm excited to see where they take it. And this update is co-op focused. So I normally play solo anyway, so that's not a huge benefit. But nonetheless, I plan on enjoying the content, especially because they're adding a new class based on Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee's fighting style. That's some awesome stuff. I want to see how that goes. And I've been, with what little time I have, I've been practicing. I hope to do a proper challenge run, go through like Dark Souls style, like no deaths, no armor, no healing, no weapons. You have to use your spawning moveset only. It's like, man. Now, I can't actually do speed runs. I don't have the skill set for it to do it competitively. But if I can actually get myself to have the patience for it, I can reasonably get through the entire game with no deaths. I've already killed most of the bosses under those strict conditions with no deaths. I just have to do all of them in a row. Once I actually take the time and methodically analyze an opponent, easy. And that's how I beat the game in the first place. I beat the end boss the first time I fought the end boss, no deaths. It's like, how does that even happen? How many times I died to being outnumbered 2-1 against these stupid, pathetic guys, and I take out the hardest person without one single death. It's like, how? So, I believe I can get it done. And I would like to do it on stream, live, and record it and get it up there before the update drops. And we'll see if I can pull it off. I'd love to cover some of the new Kenshi mods that have been just off the wall awesome. But they need to be like self-contained, dedicated, fresh games, or even imported ones. Maybe even proper review. I already have the playlist set up for it. I've also started cataloging my games that I don't mind playing multiplayer. And while, yes, I am mostly a solo player, I would like to enable more direct interaction options with my followers. But I went all out with that system. Things like, is it cooperative, or is it competitive, or is it team-based? Like, what's your average game duration? Things like that. Even basic setups for notes and things like round-robin style gameplay. Rotate people out. As many people in there playing as we can. Or just make a dedicated team and go for it. See what kind of crazy awesome stuff we can get done. So I'll have that out for you guys when it's done, but it's a low priority at the moment. All of this will be organized through the Discord, so it doesn't interfere with my usual content, and it's also the best way to reach me. Of course, link in the description. That's all I have for you this week. Take care, and I'll see you around. This is Terminarch out.